Coming up in today's video, we are going Barti Spiced, cracking spiced rum, and I'm going to tell you all about it after this. Hey Spiced Rum fans, I am Steve the Barman, and I'm hoping these videos will help you drink, serve and enjoy and get to know spiced rum. So if you love the sound of that, if you're loving what I'm doing, then hit me up in the comments below. As always, let me know what spiced rums you are drinking, what spiced rums you want me to feature in the future, and also how you're drinking them. What mixers do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to chat a bit further and get involved with other rum or spiced rum enthusiasts, there's a newish Facebook group I've been part of a few months now. It's not my group, but I'm part of it. I love it. I get involved. I post loads of pictures. Set up sort of mid-August, I think July, August time. Go and check out the Spiced Rum Club on Facebook group. The short link, and I'll post in the comments below as well. The short link is stblive.uk/Spiced Rum Club. Right then, Barti Spiced. This is such an exotic spiced rum. Well, it's not a spiced rum, it's only 35% ABV, so it's a spiced rum based spirit drink. It can't legally be called a spiced rum, but don't let that put you off. As I say, Barti, it's really exotic. I'm trying to work out where it came from when I first found it, when I first heard about it. Do you want to know where it comes from? Wales. Yep, it's from Pembrokeshire on the west coast of Wales, and that's where it comes from. Now, the big influence in this spiced rum, I'm going to call it spiced rum, I don't care. And the big influence in this spiced rum is seaweed. That is its point of difference. Yes, I did say that. Yes, you did hear that right. Is seaweed that they gather up from the Pembrokeshire coast. And the influence comes from their founder, a chef called Jonathan, who loves to forage and find stuff and then cook with it. He used to cook with seaweed quite a lot. So when he wanted to get involved in the whole spiced rum thing, it stood to reason that seaweed was going to form a big part of this. Now, we've got a little marketing story on the back of the bottle, which hopefully should explain where the brand Barti comes from and what that's all about. So I'm going to read that now for you, and I do apologise, there's little bits in Welsh. Being Cornish, I should be able to speak a little bit of Celtic, but there's a few words in here I might struggle with, but we're going to go for it. So here we go. Here's to you, John Roberts. So not Jonathan the chef, but John Roberts. Remember that. Here's to you, John Roberts. Cymru, Wales. Born and bred at sea, who caught in the gold lust winds, chased old world tales and fantasies. Sweet music swirled around him as he swayed under the sun, bathed in silk and Spanish gems, 500 ships he won. Is this a poem? This might rhyme. I'm really sorry. Might rhyme. Don't know. Let's carry on. A merrier life and a short one. Here we go. Hid the hiereth at its core, as an unforgiving waves took his poor soul to the heavenly shores. Some say pirates were too savage, but these were savage times, you see. So here's to you, John Roberts, forever known as Barti Do. Now, I say Barti Do because it is D-D-U. However, I'm reliably informed that do is actually pronounced the, so it should be Barti the. So that is the branding and the marketing story and the origins. What about the actual liquid inside? Well, this is another one that uses base rum from Guyana. I don't know. I should have looked whether it's Diamond Distillery in Guyana, famous for El Dorado. I didn't look, but I just know the rum is from Guyana. It's then brought back to the UK, brought over to Wales, where they will sort of flavour it up, spice it up with their secret blend of spices. I've got a few written down here that they've sent me, and obviously the seaweed. Now, some of the spices that they use in this, we've got vanilla, we've got clove, and we've got cinnamon, and then we've got orange and lemon in there as well. The whole seaweed, apparently, the seaweed is supposed to lift the flavours. So while you might not taste the seaweed in the actual rum, what it's supposed to do is elevate and bind all the flavours together. So what does it smell like? Well, For me, it doesn't smell sweet at all. A lot of spiced rums, I keep saying this, and I'm sorry, I know sweet doesn't really depict anything, but it doesn't smell as sweet as some of the spiced rums. The big nose I get on there is vanilla, but something tells me it's not going to be vanilla forward like your sort of lambs, like your old J's, like your Dead Man's Fingers. It's not going to be heavily vanilla forward like that. I do also get the faintest whiff of citrus going on there, and you can tell there's other spice in there. I can't really pick out the spices on the nose, but it's kind of vanilla spice, a tiny bit of citrus, but it does smell absolutely delicious. What does it taste like? I was right. It is not an overly sweet spiced rum at all. The big first taste that comes through is vanilla. Vanilla for me just explodes on there. But it is very well balanced with the spice. The finish, as soon as it hits the side of my mouth and starts going back down the throat, it is that very well balanced spice. You can tell there's all spice in there. A little bit of cinnamon. The cinnamon really bounces with the vanilla, and then the sort of the citrus just comes through. I know it sounded all pretentious. I'm not meaning to, but that's literally what is happening in my mouth. That is super, super gorgeous to drink. I really love that. I would quite happily drink that neat. I got a sense their recommended serves on there, and they were very big fans of ginger beer and apple juice, and I can confirm that the whole apple works very well with that, and the apple and ginger works very well. However, I have got a big shock for me of what I thought was the best mixer to go with this, and I have no idea why it works. For me, this brand always comes in, or this product I should say, always comes in mid. It's one of those things, drinks that's championed by rum, but for me it doesn't always work. My out and out favourite mixer with Barti Spiced was only flipping ting grapefruit soda. I just thought that the combination of those two was absolutely delicious. I say, massive surprise to me. I thought that was going to be a Coke spiced rum through and through, and it does. I'll come on to that in a minute. But my number one pick with that was actually ting. Really, really surprised me. Ting's a grapefruit soda. Very, very good drink. Barti and ting. That's my number one serve. Now, my number two serve, obviously this was going to work. This was going to work very, very well. It's Coca-Cola. This is Coke Zero. Again, with that, you are just going to love that. It's such a simple spiced rum and Coke. My third pick was ginger beer. Absolutely love that. And as a side note, as I mentioned a minute ago, the whole ginger beer and pressed apple juice, I've left it over there. It's really annoying, right out of camera shot. I've got Capella at the moment. Capella pressed apple juice, sort of half and half mix of those. Absolutely delicious. But that's my third pick, ginger beer, or if you love your apple and ginger as well, you should have tried it. I've got a carton down there as well. Corsten press apple and ginger juice, that would have been lovely. Should have tried it with that. But the whole ginger thing, that is my third choice with Barti. And then my fourth choice is Fentimans Tropical Soda, pineapple, cardamom, little tiny hints of juniper, pear extract. Absolutely delicious. Really works there. Not overly sweet at all. I would say ting, even though it's grapefruit and a little bit sour or a little bit bitter. It's still not as sweet as that. Just works lovely. And interestingly, I've got to mention that at the same time, I thought it was even though I mentioned ginger, hands down better than Fever Tree orange ginger ale. For me, that just didn't work at all, those two together. That might have just been me, I don't know. Looking at my notes, that was the first one I tried with that, and then I went ginger beer afterwards and then Coke. For me, that just didn't work. I'm going to finish the videos there now, but I am also going to do a few cocktails, but how I'm going to do them, I'm going to keep them short and sweet. I'm going to post those to my Instagram, which will go straight to Facebook as well, but my Instagram stories, and there will be 4 pictures. So a picture of the cocktail, a picture of the recipe, some fancy sparkly stuff. And then, because I'm absolutely rubbish at naming cocktails, I'm going to ask you guys to name each cocktail. I've been Steve the Barman. I will catch you for another spiced rum video. Toodaloo!